Okay, let's get started. So if you live under a rock, you hate love, or you're not human, you probably have not heard of Nobody Wants This, which is a new series on Netflix, which, let me just preface this by saying there are probably going to be some spoilers in here that are not going to be intentional. So if you haven't watched it yet, cancel all your plans tonight and tomorrow, binge it, save this video so that way after you're done binging all 10 episodes, you can come back, watch this video. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel where we're just talking about real things, giving my real honest opinion, even if it's not the most popular one. So back to Nobody Wants This. It's a show with Kristen Bell and Adam Brody. It was just released on Netflix on September 26th, and it has quickly become a fan favorite. I myself have watched, my husband and I watched it one time together, and then I have now watched it completely one other time, and I'm in the process of watching it again for a third time. I'm on season 1, episode 6, where he just met her parents, and oh my gosh, this show is literally amazing. I feel like it has taken Netflix by storm. I feel like it's even taken my For You page by storm. There's so many videos or clips from Netflix or clips from other people or reactions, and do I skip a single one? Absolutely not, because the show is amazing. I don't think that there's anything you could say about the show, like anything negative that you could say about the show, because it's just simply not true. Goodness gracious, sorry. Disgusting. So yeah, Kristen Bell and Adam Brody, they have such incredible chemistry in this show. All the cast has incredible chemistry in this show. I think that every person that they picked was perfect to play this part. And I am a huge fan. I already am a huge fan of Kristen Bell. I have watched most of the movies that she's done. I have watched the shows. So we just watched The Good Place. I mean, I say just, but I just finished it again. The Good Place is something that I watch every day before bed. It's like one of those feel-good shows that just like leaves me feeling all like light and airy and funny before bed, whatever. If I don't know what to watch, I go to that show because it's just so good. And she's so good in it. It's like every project that she does, she just puts all of her passion into, all of her heart and soul. It's just like there's no doubt that Kristen Bell was meant to be an actress, and she does it so good. It's just like she clicks with all her castmates. Adam Brody, the only other thing I've seen him in is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, so I don't know a ton about him other than the fact that he's married to Blair Waldorf, which I stand for Gossip Girl. They could never make me hate Gossip Girl. But anyways, in this show, they both are absolutely amazing. The chemistry that they have, the way that the storyline has just like, they have so many great storylines that they built so perfectly. Like there was just such a gradual build throughout the season, whether it's between, so Kristen's character is Joanne, Adam's character is Noah. So whether it's between Joanne and Noah, or Noah's mother and Joanne, or Noah's ex-girlfriend and Joanne, Noah's brother and Joanne's sister, Noah's brother's wife and Joanne's sister and Joanne, because the wife is best friends with Noah's ex. There is just literally so many great storylines that are happening in that. And it's like, and I just feel like this is a real life look. I feel like this is the best that a show has done into the real life look of love, where it's for him, he's just coming from heartbreak, right? He's just coming out of heartbreak. He just ended a relationship with someone that he thought he was going to be with, realizing that they were just together because that was the expectation. That's what everyone else wanted to be. And for her, she is not someone who's trusting, like Joanne's character is someone who, like any little thing that she finds in a relationship, she's going to bounce. She doesn't give any real person a chance because she doesn't open up. She doesn't let people in. She doesn't want people to think that she's too much and run away. So she just does that herself by pushing them away. And this relationship that they build, the struggle between a whirlwind romance and feeling those intense and love feelings, but also the trauma and things that they have to deal with in their jobs and in life and like just figuring out how everything would work, especially because on his end, all of his friends and friends' wives are friends with his ex-girlfriend. So that's just like another layer of difficulty that I feel like we actually see in real life. And I mean, myself can relate to like the whirlwind romance part. I mean, my husband and I, we got together, and by like 6 months, we were pregnant with our first kid. So I just know firsthand like that feeling of getting like swept into that whirlwind romance and how scary it can be, because I also was coming from like, a previous life and relationship of like expectations. He was coming from that things are tricky with his job, like where we wanted to be in life versus what was expected of us in life, and how like scary that can be in a new relationship. And I honestly think this is why it has resonated so well with all the fans, and why people have binged it and already are so eager for a season 2, because season 1 was just a smash. I mean, even how they ended it, again, this is going to be a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear it, plug your ears. But even how they ended season 1, where like she realizes, because she was going to convert for him, right? But then she realizes that like she wouldn't be doing that like for herself. She would be doing it for him, and that is like a lot of pressure to put on her, but knows how much she wants to be, like he wants to be a rabbi. So she like tries to let him go, and then it's like, but I love you, but they love each other, and it's obviously heartbreaking. But then of course he runs after her, and it's like, how are we going to make this work? And it's like, I don't know, but we're gonna. And so this just the ending of that. I really hope that they take their time on the script and the filming and just the planning of season 2, and not, where it's like sometimes a show does so good in season 1 that it's like the writers and producers get so excited that they just like rush into season 2 and end up just like totally butchering it, or going too quick on the storylines, or going too slow, or like making things weird. So I just like hope that they take their time and really are thoughtful about it, because season 2 could be just as incredibly powerful as season 1. I mean, do Joanne and Noah stay together? Do they figure it out? I mean, does he figure out a way to like make rabbiing work while being with someone who is not Jewish and is not going to convert? Like, will she be able to follow through? There's just so many things. Will his mom accept her? Like I said, so many storylines. I think so many people see this in their real life and maybe can like resonate with some of the characters. Maybe it's not even Joanne and Noah that they resonate with. Maybe it's his sister, where it's like, I believe she went through a divorce, and so now she's just like starting this new life with her sister, and then her sister is now in this new relationship, and she even says like in a joking way, like, I don't want to share. But that is it, where it's like some kind of loss of your sister into the new relationship, and now you're trying to figure it out, and you guys have a brand together. So you're trying to figure that out. I mean, there's just so much to connect with in this show, and there's so much to really love about it. They have just truly built it up to be an epic series. I, for one, am so excited for when season 2 comes out. Last time I checked, there was no real release date, just sometime in 2025. I think I said it already. I'm guessing towards the end of 2025. But then the day it comes out, nay, the hour that it comes out, I will be in it. I will be watching, and I am just hoping, like I said, I'm hoping that they really just like set it up great, because this has the opportunity to be such a powerful series. And I just hope that they come back, and I hope that they stay together. I really hope that they fall in love. I am all about whirlwind romance and doing what feels right and what makes you happy, even if it's not like societal standard, or, it's like, oh, this is going to make such and such mad, or this is against whatever rules or whatever. It's like your job in life is to make yourself happy and to be with who makes you happy, and to not worry about what anyone else thinks, not worry about, the other stuff. You just do what you want and let God worry about the how, let him worry about everything else. And all you have to do is just focus what makes you happy. So I really hope that Joanne and Noah continue to stay together, even if they have bumps in the road, which I'm sure that they will. But I could not imagine them not being together. Now that I'm a pro and I'm in my 3rd time watching it, I could not imagine. It's funny, it's hopeful, it's heartbreaking, and it's always going to keep you on the edge of your seat. So like I said, if you haven't watched it yet, you need to watch it. And I really want to hear what you think about it. If maybe you found, like, maybe if you didn't like it, I want to know why. I want to know what you thought. Like, maybe you felt some themes, or there's a storyline I didn't recognize, or maybe, like, we can hypothesize together how, like, season 2 is going to set up and how they're going to have these storylines and whatever. I want to hear from you about what you thought about the show, what you thought about the character dynamics, what you think season 2 is going to be like. Drop it down in the comments, send me a DM, whatever. Let's get into the topic, because I don't think I could ever stop making videos about this show. So let's do it. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and come back to the Real Talk Room next time to find out what it is that we're talking about.